And today we are continuing father to son, the third and fourth stanzas. The third and fourth stanzas. What are we continuing today? So girls, they're continuing today. Third and fourth stanzas. Oh, right. Silence means lack of communication. Put a stress on M. Communication. Yes. Silence stands for lack of communication. Right. Another meaning you write. Right. Surrounds. Everywhere. Surrounds means everywhere. Yeah. God surrounds us. That means God is everywhere. Everywhere or allwhere. Everywhere or all. Surround. Ask. Sir, what is the meaning of prodigal? Sir, tell us the meaning of prodigal. Prodigal. Prodigal means extravagant. खर्चीला ज़्यादा जो खर्चा करता है. Extravagant, expensive, and the last word is wasteful. जो फजूल का खर्चा करता है उसको बोलते हैं extravagant. जो आदमी बिना सोचे समझे खर्च. Extravagant, V-A-G-N-T. Extravagant, or we call it prodigal, or we call it expensive, or we call it wasteful. You may ask, sir, what is the opposite of prodigal? Sir, what is the opposite of prodigal? Thrifty, कंजूस, जो सोच समझ कर खर्चा करता है, जो अपना हाथ बंद किए रहता है हमेशा. Thrifty, economical, जो एकदम नहीं खर्चा करता है या बहुत सोच समझ के. Thrifty. It is the opposite of extravagant. There are some people in the world who spend very economically. They are called thrifty. You may call them conjus also, but they are not conjus. They spend it only when it is required. And anybody who spends without thinking, without giving any thought, lavishly. There is a word in English, lavishly. कोई आदमी बिना माने बहाए जा रहा है पानी की जैसा पैसा. It is also called spending lavishly. L-A-V-I-S-H-L-Y. जैसे कोई आदमी है जो बिना सोचे खर्च करता है तब पानी की जैसा पैसा, उसको बोलता है spending lavishly. कैसे बोलते हैं? The man is spending lavishly. Is an extravagant person. He is a person of extravagant nature. So he is a person of extravagant nature. Now you ask, sir, prodigal child means? A child who has left the house without thinking and is not ready to return. He is a prodigal child. He has wasted his time and run away from the house. A prodigal child. Or a child who is very much extravagant. जो काफी खर्च कर रहा है बिना सोचे समझे. Burden. B-U-R-D-N. A child may not be a burden to the parents. Say like that. We should never consider. Say like that. We should never consider any child as a burden to the family. Never. Say like that. Never ever. Say like that. We should never. Say that. We should never consider any child as a burden to the family. Nor we should consider our old and aged parents as a burden. We should never think our old and aged parent as a burden. Now yes, sir, what is difference between a synecdoche and a metaphor? Ask. A metaphor is defined as an implied simile, or we can say indirect simile, or you can say indirect comparison between two unlike objects. So like that. Metaphor is defined either as an implied simile, or indirect comparison. Comparison between two unlike objects. Just see what I have written. The land in his none of mine. That is an example of metaphor. Land here symbolically stands or metaphorically stands for the culture, the civilization that the father has implanted in the child, by birth. And we both compared as child as well as father. Child as well as son. Okay, come to the point. Third son. Ask a question, sir. Till now, you have discussed about the lack of communication gap or lack of generation, lack of understanding between the son and the father. Sir, what is the reason that the son is cut off from the social, relationship of the father? Ask. Yes, the son is in search of new avenues. There is a word, new aspect of life. Every youth is always in search of new avenues of life, like friendship with his friends, with his generation. All these youth want to live in the world of their youth. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So maybe the child, the son, is in search of new avenues, new sphere, new walk of life, where he can have interaction with his friends and his beloved. And maybe he's in love with some girl. Who knows? Youth, they are never controlled. They are always, governed by some sort of law, some sort of किसी न किसी बहाव में youth चले जाते हैं. Youth is a period of, unlimited distraction. Ask sir why?
Why sir?
उनके दिमाग में बहुत सारी चीजें रहती हैं कि मुझे लोग acknowledge करें. I must be acknowledged as somebody. They are always looking for, they are searching for, longing for acknowledgement. Youth are always looking for acknowledgement. कौन जानता है? The son must be searching some new avenues where he will be acknowledged by his friends and his beloveds and his अपने प्रेमिका के आंखों के अंदर आना चाहता है. अब इतना बड़ा आदमी. Imagination, you're right. देखिए किरण, what a thunder. She said, आंखों के अंदर आने का मतलब समझ रहे हो? Imagination. He wants to be acknowledged by his beloved. Third son. Silence surrounds us. I would have been prodigal. The poet says that silence surrounds them. Us means here the father and the son. What has happened? There has been silence completely between the father and the son. Ask sir why?
Why sir?
Everywhere, wherever the father and son are, there is silence. That means lack of communication. Silence refers to lack of communication. Now you ask, sir, why has there been silence all around the father and the son? They have not been able to establish or initiate. The father and the son have not been able to develop a communication between them. So lack of communication has resulted in silence. Very simple. Akiti, what has resulted into silence all around the father and the son? Please. अभी बोलिए lack of communication. हाँ, yes, काजल देखिए, काजल, come on काजल, come on. What has resulted into a silence all around the father and the son?
Due to lack of communication,
My goodness.
there is silence between.
What a vibrant answer. What a fantastic answer. Lack of communication. Select. Lack of communication has resulted into silence all around the father and the son. Okay. The father said, sit down. Very good. I like it. You deserve something. I will give you. I will have like prodigal. The father desires that his expensive child or his careless child or his child who has run away from him should come back. Should I would have him means I want that. The father resolves. The father resolves to bring him back to the place where both the father and the son would enjoy a good relationship. So the father said that I would have him prodigal. Prodigal means expensive child. Yeah, very expensive child. The home he knew, rather than see him make his move. Make his move means make another avenue. The father is never ready to allow the son to have the world of his own. He is searching. The son is searching a new avenue. The son is searching a new avenue. But the father is never ready to give him the freedom to search a new avenue. He just wants that he should live with him and communicate with him and live with the relationship with the father. With him, he doesn't allow him. under no circumstances, the father is ready to allow his son to go and live the will of his own. Under no circumstances, the father is ready to allow his son and give him freedom to live in the word of his own. कभी भी किसी शर्त पर उसको ये नहीं चाहता है कि वो उससे अलग होकर अपनी दुनिया, एक अलग दुनिया बसाए और एक अलग दुनिया में रहे जिसमें उसके फादर और मदर का कोई जगह ना हो, कोई जगह। rather than to see him make a move his world, he is not allowing him to have his own world, his own avenues, his own rather he wants him to come back. I will forgive him. The father is ready to forgive him. उसकी जितनी गलतियां हैं, वो घर से भाग गया मान लीजिए थोड़ी देर के लिए या अलग रह रहा है, तो अभी भी वो रेडी है कि उसको माफ कर दे। बोलिए, the father is ready to reconcile करने के लिए नहीं हो जाता है, कंफ्यूजन हो जाता है। आप मेरे से नाराज हो गए, अब मेरे को अच्छा नहीं लगा, मेरा बच्चा मेरे से नाराज हो गया, मैं उदास करके बैठ गया है, तो हम बोलेंगे बाबू लेट अस रिकॉन्साइल। बोलेंगे अच्छा सर ठीक है, थोड़ा सा बोल डांट के तो क्या हुआ, आप तो फादरली हैं, मेरे पापा जैसा हैं, आइए हम लोग रिकॉन्साइल करें। और उसी से वर्ड बनता है रिकॉन्सिलिएशन, नाउन होता है, कितना सुंदर वर्ड है। रिकॉन्सिलिएशन का दूसरा नाम है समझौता। हम लोग रिकॉन्साइल करते हैं, जैसे फादर का है। compromise is not a good word. Compromise has very deferred meaning. Compromise is taken in the wrong sense. Don't use compromise. It is now being used on social media as a very double meaning. नहीं समझे? जैसे बिल्कुल I don't want any word having double meaning. हम आप याद रखिएगा, हम यहाँ क्लास में कभी भी double meaning वाला word नहीं बोलते। When I say you are my child means you are my child. There is no other relation. You are my child means only you are my child. Nothing else. बस डबल मीनिंग कभी नहीं। अपने बच्चों को एकदम ऐसा शिक्षा दीजिए वो आपको आइडियल माने कि यू आर आइडियल ऑफ कैरेक्टर, आइडियल ऑफ कैरेक्टर। जब कहिए कि मेरा बच्चा है तो बच्चा है, देयर इज नो अदर मीनिंग, देयर इज नो अदर मीनिंग। यस, व्हाट इज द रोल ऑफ मदर? Actually, there is nothing being discussed about the mother, but here father is symbolically parent. Understand? We are not talking about father only. We are also having some understanding that the parents have some nowadays some misunderstanding due to the generation gap. Due to the both the father and the mother here symbolically stand for father, stand for। ऐसा नहीं है कि mother नहीं है। जब communication gap है तो father से तो mother से भी है ना, समझ रहे हैं? जब भी पेरेंट्स से कोई कंफ्यूजन बच्चा का होता है तो नेसेसरली केवल फादर से नहीं होता है, मदर से भी होता है। जब वो घर में रहना नहीं चाहता है, जब पापा का बात नहीं मानता, जब पापा के सामने खड़ा नहीं होता है, दिस मींस ही इज हैविंग कंफ्यूजन विद द पेरेंट। अब देखिए आ जाइए यहाँ पर, आई वुड फॉरगिव हिम, द फादर इज रिजॉल्विंग। बोलिए तो द फादर इज रिजॉल्विंग फॉरगिव हिम ऑन वन कंडीशन, ही कम्स बैक एंड रीस्टार्ट establishing that relation which now is missing. So the father is ready to forgive him, forgive the prodigal child, the child who has been very expensive, wasteful, and have run away, and had shaping from sorrow a new love. What does the father wish? That out of sorrow, out of sorrow and suffering, there should be a new relation full of love, full of silsila. The father eventually wants to have a relation of love, affection between him and his son out of sorrow. जो बात दुख में बीत गया है उसको भूलते हुए अब नए प्यार का, स्नेह का, ममता का, अंडरस्टैंडिंग का, ट्रस्ट का, म्यूचुअल ट्रस्ट पे एक अच्छा रिलेशन स्थापित करने के लिए वो अपने बेटा को भूल जाना चाहता है। चलो तुम्हारी गलती को हम भूल जाते हैं, गलतियों को भूल कर दोबारा अपनाना चाहता है ना। The father he should try to establish a new relation of mutual trust, love and understanding out of sorrow. दुख को भुलाकर, आउट ऑफ सोल का मतलब है दुख को भुलाकर, पश्चाताप को भुलाकर, जो समय बीत गया, जो बर्बाद हो गया, उसको भूलते हुए, बोलिए उसको भुलाकर एक नए प्यार और स्नेह, ममता और अंडरस्टैंडिंग का रिलेशन बनाने के लिए यदि वो तैयार हो जाता है तो फादर उसको भूलने के लिए तैयार है, उसको माफ करने के लिए। ही इज रेडी टू फॉरगिव। बोलिए The father is ready to forgive his son, provided his prodigal child should come back and restart, establishing a relation of mutual trust, love, and understanding out of sorrow. वो जो सौरव के जगह पर सौरव को दबाकर लव और म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग की एक नई शुरुआत करने के लिए यदि उसका बेटा तैयार हो जाता है तो उसके लिए वो भूल जाएगा कि क्या लॉस हुआ, क्या हानि हुआ, और वो भूलने के लिए तैयार है. Every parent, every father is ready to forgive his son or daughter. Am I right? पिताजी और माता, पेरेंट्स, कहा गया है पेरेंट्स आर नेक्स्ट टू गॉड. भगवान को अगर खोजना है तो आपको कहीं किसी तीर्थ जाने की जरूरत नहीं. उनकी बातों को मान लीजिए. पापा मम्मी, दे नेवर एडवाइस यू एनी रॉन्ग थिंग. पेरेंट्स आर नेवर योर enemies. They are your well wishers. They are your and whatever harshness they apply, whatever regimentation होता है एक routine. It is called regimentation. याद रखिएगा, बहुत अच्छा वर्ड है. Whatever regimentation a parent apply to govern his child or to and make his child disciplined is a part of his love and affection. Is a part of it because the parents have seen the life very closely. Am I right? They don't want that the child should suffer the same problems that they have suffered. That is the reason why they apply certain regimentation. Just we are also like parents. Why teachers are very, strict and regimented? Ask sir, why? Regimentation means they are very disciplined. The only reason that they know that their future has to be set, SHAP. Now the future of the youth has to be set, SHAP. This is the time of shaping the future. The budding talent, you are the budding talent. आप वो खिलते हुए फूल हैं, खिलते हुए टैलेंट्स हैं. आप में निखार की जरूरत है. आप उन पंखुड़ियों के जैसे हैं जो अब खिलने के लिए तैयार हैं. बोलिए तो बच्चे उन पंखुड़ियों के जैसे हैं जिससे पुष्प निकलने वाला है. पुष्प निकलने का मतलब आपको एक सुंदर सा खिलता हुआ फूल के रूप में, यानी एक बहुत ही सुंदर डेवलप सिटीजन के रूप में माँ बाप देखना चाहता है. The parents want to see you fully grown, well developed and well nurtured. That's the reason why the father said that I am ready to forgive. He said that he is ready to forgive his child, the prodigal child, and accept him, provided if he starts a new relation of mutual trust, love, and affection out of sorrow. Oh, what a father! What a desire! What a loneliness! What a love! What a desire! Celebrate! What a reconciliation! What a reconciliation! What a resolution! What a promise! What a great thought! The father is having. The father is having a great thought of reconciliation. He wants that instead of making his own avenues, the son should come back and restart establishing a relation of love and affection out of sorrow. Oh, what a genuine father. Oh, what a genuine father. Oh, what a genuine father. What a loving father. What an affectionate approach. What a reconciliation. What a resolution. That is what we love. That is what we want. And now, silence around. Silence here means lack of communication. The surrounding communication between the father and son is nothing but lack of communication. But the father wants to forgive his prodigal child and accept him once again, provided if he starts building up a new relation of mutual trust, love and affection. On that condition, the father is ready to forgive. The father is ready to forgive. The last sentence, the final one. Father and son, we both must live. Now, both of them must live together. That is the condition. On the same globe. In the same globe means in the same house, in the same atmosphere, in the same surrounding. The father wishes, or the poet wishes that both the father, here he generalizing. In the last stanza, the poet is generalizing the problem, the confusion that arises among the sons and fathers all over the world. He is now generalizing. that both the Father and the Son of all the places, all the
Places.
must live together. Live together, not only physically, not only physically, mentally, emotionally. The Father and the Son all over the world, all over the globe, must live emotionally together, spiritually together, not only physical, but emotionally also. And they must live on the same globe, the same earth. Here, globe signifies here the surrounding, the whole world. All the fathers of the entire world and the Son must live together. So like, fathers of the world, live together. The Father and the Son, all the globe. What did I say? All the fathers and the Son, all over the world, must live together. On the same globe, on the same land. He speaks now for the first time. The Son has started speaking. Oh my goodness! On the Togatwa, बोला जाए देर से आया लेकिन दुरुस्त आया. चलो शाम का भूला हुआ अगर सुबह में लौट के आ गया उसका अरे नहीं. अच्छा, सुबह का भूला हुआ अगर शाम को लौट के आ गया तो उसको भूला नहीं कहते. क्या है मरे? तो मान लो कि यह दिन से भटक रहा था, अब आ गया. For the first time he is speaking to his father. He speaks. He means the Son. Who is he here? The Son speaks. I cannot understand myself. अभी भी फादर को कंफ्यूजन है. वो बेटा बोल रहा है why anger grows from grief. दुख जो हुआ है दोनों के बीच में जो कम्युनिकेशन है उससे एंगर गुस्सा है. बेटा बोल रहा है कि दो आई एम रेडी टू स्पीक, आई एम स्पीकिंग, लेकिन मैं नाखुश हूं, आई एम एंग्री बिकॉज आई हैव सफर्ड, और वो जो दुख हुआ है उसके कारण गुस्सा में. दुख क्यों हुआ है? तो कोई भी अपने पेरेंट्स से अलग रख के खुश थोड़े हो सकता है. नो चाइल्ड कैन बी हैप्पी विदाउट पेरेंट्स. ये आप याद कर लीजिएगा. कभी आप लोग हम लोग की बातों को फिलोसफी समझते हैं, ऐसी बात नहीं है. Every parent wants that his or her child should be happy. The happiness of the child is the sole aim of every parent. क्या बोले बोलिए तो?
Happiness of the child is the sole aim of every parent.
Even in dream, I can say they desire that their child should be happy. सपना में भी वो सपना भी देखता है तो अपने बच्चे की खुशी, प्यार और स्नेह में डूबे रहने की सपना देखता है. कोई पिताजी नहीं चाहते हैं कि हमारा बच्चा दुखित हो, उदास हो, निराश हो, है ना? क्योंकि कहा गया है आप कोई भी ग्रंथ उठाकर देख लीजिए तो बच्चे भगवान के स्वरूप के रूप में कैसे हैं? जब वो जन्म लेते हैं तो घर में खुशहाली आती है. जब वो बड़े होते हैं तो एक जैसे होता है ना कोई गार्डन की रचना होती है. जब वो अर्न करके अपने पैरों पर खड़ा हो जाते हैं तो जानते हैं द ग्रेटेस्ट अचीवमेंट ऑफ सेंस ऑफ अचीवमेंट इज विद द फादर, विद द पेरेंट. सबसे बड़ा अचीवमेंट किसी बेटा और बेटी को अपने पैरों पर खड़ा हो देखकर किसको होता है? बोलिए, पेरेंट्स को होता है. इसीलिए कहा गया है दे हैव नो सेल्फ, दे आर सेल्फलेस. दे आर कुछ नहीं आपसे वो चाहते हैं, आपकी खुशी चाहते हैं. और उनकी तमन्ना है कि हर पल आप मुस्कुराते रहें, जहां भी रहें खुश रहें. लेकिन ये रिलेशंस बना रहे. There must be a mutual trust and relation between the Father and the Son. That is what is the underlying theme of the poem. That the Father and the Son must develop a healthy relations, a healthy interaction, a mutual trust, a sense of understanding all the time. All the last two lines are very significant. We can put out an empty hand. This is very significant. At the end also, the Father and the Son have empty hand. Ask why, sir? They have not been able to initiate. दोनों चाह रहा है लेकिन कोई आगे नहीं बढ़ रहा है. They have empty hand. Both the Father and Son desire to reestablish the relation, yet they have empty hand because they have no one, neither the Father nor the Son. No one is initiating. आप चाहते हो लेकिन आगे नहीं बढ़ रहे हो. The Father is coming ahead and shaking hand with the Son and coming to come let us have. And the Son is, अब ये दोनों hesitation जो है, this realizes the empty hand. The empty hand says that even then they are ready to forgive each other and restart a new life. They are empty hand. They are because they are not coming forward. जब तक वो दोनों में से कोई initiate नहीं करेगा, relation बनेगा बाबू. None of them is ready to sacrifice their ego and come forward. Longing for something to forgive. Both of them are desiring to forgive the past confusion and ready to restart, but none of them coming. So the last line also suggests that though the father and the son are willing to have a new relations, a new establishment of relation between them, yet they are empty-handed because they are not initiating. जब तक आप इनिशिएट नहीं करिएगा, दोनों में से कोई आगे नहीं बढ़ेगा. That is only because of the confusion. क्योंकि बेटा को अभी भी confusion है, and he is angry that he has suffered. He is not introspecting. Introspection नहीं कर रहा. Introspection means analyzing, examining the past mistake. वो अपनी गलतियों को examine नहीं कर रहा. वो हमेशा पापा को कह रहा है कि you are responsible. I have suffered the grief, the sorrow. And so that confusion should be washed away from his mind. Then only they can restart this relation. So this poem is a beautiful poem. This poem is a beautiful poem, underlining the theme that the father-son relationship must be under the mutual trust and understanding. Thank you very much. Thank you. The relationship between the father and the son must be based on mutual trust, understanding, and share and care. Share and care. Both should understand each other. Unconditionally. There should be no condition. Both father and son should understand and develop that healthy relationship unconditionally. There should be no condition. Thank you very much. I am hopeful that you have enjoyed this poem. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Thanks a lot.